Who's excited for another 5 Things Friday? This week I'm talking 5 Things Holiday in the beautiful Rogue Valley here in Ashland, Oregon. So let's get ready to get festive. Number 1, the Festival of Light Parade and Grand Illumination. Ashland loves a parade. It's true. Anytime there's cause for celebration, Ashland throws a parade, and all parades end on the plaza where Jules and her team bake up delicious treats at Torte. The holidays are no exception, and Ashland's holiday parade involves local bands and carolers and dancers who prance down the street. It caps off with Santa and Mrs. Claus, who go up onto the balcony at Granite, and with a flip of a switch or magic, the entire plaza gets lit up with millions of twinkling lights. It's a sight to be seen and something you have to experience. Number 2, shopping in the plaza. As I talk about in the Bake Shop Mysteries, the plaza really is such a cheery and festive place any time of the year, but especially during the holidays. Storefronts have a walking through a winter wonderland contest to see the most beautiful displays. There are carolers out on the plaza on Saturdays, events like shop in your pajamas and hot chocolate. If you need to get some shopping done, there's still time, so come to Ashland. It's magical. Number 3, a side trip to Jacksonville. Jules hasn't made it out to Jacksonville in the series yet, but that's coming, so stay tuned for a future book. But if you haven't made the trip to Jacksonville yourself, I highly recommend taking a day excursion and going to the historic Oregon town that's just about 20 minutes away from Ashland. You can take a trolley ride, check out the vintage shops and streets, dine. You can spend the day exploring and feeling like you're stepping back in history with a trip to Jacksonville. Number 4, a day on Mount A. Mount A, as Andy would call it in the books, is Mount Ashland, which is also just a quick trip from Ashland. In 20 to 30 minutes, you can be up at the summit. You can cozy up in the lodge with a hot cup of cocoa and watch the skiers coming down the slopes. There's cross country, there's downhill, there's sledding. It's a gorgeous spot. And you also, if the weather is right, will have a panoramic view of Shasta and all of the surrounding Rogue Valley. One thing not to miss is the downhill dummy competition, which happens later in the winter season, where locals, maybe ourselves included this year, send dummies down the mountain to see whose dummy can catch the best air. It's awesome. Number 5, the Dickens Dinner at the Winchester Inn. The Dickens Dinner is just what it sounds like. It's an incredible feast that harkens back to the Victorian era with multiple courses, Yorkshire pudding, delicious drinks, a festive atmosphere in the historic inn right here in Ashland. And for all of you Bake Shop Mystery fans, here's the special teaser. My holiday book that will be coming out in 2019, A Cup of Holiday Fear, is set at the Winchester. So that's your sneak peek. As always, thank you so much for joining me for another 5 Things Friday. I want to hear, what are your holiday traditions? Be sure to click the link to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified anytime I post a new video. And comment below with, what are you doing for the holidays? Wishing you happy reading and happy holidays.